21st century, doing something mean to it. Do it better than anybody you ever seen do it. Screams from the haters, got a nice ring to it. I guess every superhero need his theme music. No one man should have all that power. The clock's ticking, I just count the hours. Stop tripping, I'm tripping off the power.
Fleming Island has been, is, and will be home to many great athletes. Our athletic programs over the years have done a great job developing talent in preparation for the collegiate and JUCO levels. And in this documentary, we have had the opportunity over the past few weeks to talk to some of these top athletes. These athletes include Jacob Campbell, a senior on the men's cross-country team, Jonathan Figueroa, a sophomore on the men's soccer team, Ellie Lair, a junior on the swim and dive team, Isaiah Casena, a sophomore on the football team, Mills Weinstein, a sophomore rock climber, and Haley Sikowski, a sophomore on the women's soccer team. Over the past few weeks, as we've talked with these top athletes from Fleming Island High School, we were able to ask them specific questions correlated to their athletic careers. Specifically, these questions were, what are your accolades as an athlete? Who was your idol growing up? What was your favorite moment? And finally, what advice would you give to upcoming athletes in your sport? Tell us a little bit about your accolades on the football field.
I was a Clay Charger warrior for 3 years, kind of like y'all do not know. I'm also a professional pickleball player. Y'all was not missing me in that kitchen.
So why don't you tell us a little about your accomplishments or feats?
I've been swimming for 12 years. I've gone to states every year for an individual and a relay since freshman year, and I've been all county for 3 years in a row.
All right, so it seems like you've been climbing for a while, right? So what accomplishments have you made during that time of climbing?
So as far as indoor rock climbing goes, I've gone to nationals twice. Nationals, they take about the top 50 in each age group from the country, and so I'm a nationally ranked climber. I think this year I was definitely in the top 50. I don't remember what the exact number was. And then also, I am ranked as the best climber in Florida. Last year regionals, I got second place. This year I plan to win it. As far as mountaineering goes, climbing outdoors, my dad and I, as I mentioned, are doing what's called the 50 high points, the highest point of every state. We've climbed 49 of those 50. I was actually up to be the youngest person to climb them all. And on our last mountain, Mount Denali in Alaska, at 17,000 feet, my dad herniated a disc in his back and got to the point where he couldn't walk, he couldn't sit up, he couldn't crawl. So I had to take care of him and basically save his life and keep him alive for 2 days until a rescue helicopter could come. So while I didn't accomplish finishing the 50 high points, we still plan to do that. And while I'm not going to get the record, that was still an accomplishment, that I saved my dad's life.
So why did you start your sport?
Well, I've been doing it for a bit now. I did it a little bit in middle school, but I also did some elementary school track, but none of that was really competitive. But I really started running in elementary school because my speech teacher, Ms. Cunningham, was the coach. And, I just wanted to really just hang out. But deep down, it was because I watched CW Slash as a kid, and I wanted to be just like him.
So who was your biggest influence growing up?
Cristiano Ronaldo!
When did you really know that you wanted to be a football player?
Like 7th grade, when I saw Big Bosa sack somebody, dang, that's pretty cool.
Did he inspire you to play?
And my dad a little bit. My dad's like, dang, you're lazy, and you're like, I hate you. Like, you can go do this field work, or we can put you up for adoption.
Alright, so what was your favorite moment playing soccer?
Well, me, it was like a month ago, I think. I scored a banger against Rizio. Everybody was there. Everybody saw me. All their aura, all the people screaming, Casemiro! That was pretty good. I scored banger from 40 yards, 40 yards from the goal. I was like, I don't even know how I did it. I wasn't looking. I just shoot the ball and it went in. It went in, and that's it.
So as an athlete, what was your favorite moment?
Shoot, Creekside game, bro. It was like 4th down. Your boy got the deflect, and then later in that game, I don't know why. I said I got half a sack. Like,
All right, so how do you prepare mentally for before a game?
For a game, listen to music, eat tacos, talk to the chicas, you know, you gotta talk to the chicas, everybody like, I'm ready, and then we're ready to go to war.
As one of Fleming Island's outstanding athletes, what advice would you give to younger players?
I would say just don't give up and don't kind of like follow everybody else. Just kind of do what you think is gonna help you just kind of get you farther in life and especially in your sport, like extra practices maybe, or just finding people to be around that like won't distract you before games and stuff, and just where you can focus and truly get into everything, and then just have fun. Like if you're too focused on it, you kind of lose love for the sport. So I think as long as you keep that fun aspect of it, you'll always kind of love the sport, and just like you're always gonna find time to continue it.
So as a high school athlete, what advice would you give to the young players?
shoot, if you can't bench 225 at least, not play football. If you're a victim weight, don't do weightlifting, and don't be a call gadget.
So, to finish this off, what advice would you give to upcoming rock climbers and really just athletes in general?
As far as athletes, I would say, find something you love, find something, that suits you. I feel rock climbing suits me very well. I'm not the biggest person. I'm a little shorter, so some other sports are more difficult. But I feel like this is a place where, I've kind of found, this like niche sport that I can then work with. And as far as rock climbing goes, advice for rock climbers, I would say, don't, and this is really advice for anyone, but don't give up when it gets hard. I've had to go through some stuff that's been pretty difficult. I've gone through disappointments. I've gone through, having to take breaks and not being able to climb. But just stick with it, and it's the same for any sport. Just, everyone deals with adversity and all that, but just push through it and, do your best, and the odds that you make it to be a professional at whatever sport you're doing are slim, but if you have that dream, I would say go for it.
Ain't this what they've been waiting for? You ready? I used to pray for times like this, to rhyme like this, so I had to grind like that, to shine like this. In a matter of time I spent on some locked up shit in the back of the paddy wagon, cuffs locked on wrist. See my dreams unfold, nightmares come true. It was time to marry the game, and I said, yeah, I